Hi everyone, my name is Cindy and this is my client Joseph for today. So today we're going to be completing a total of 10 functional movement assessments. The main purpose of functional movements assessments is to identify the increased risk of injury and also to identify the inefficient movement that causes a lower performance. For the first assessment, all I'm going to have Joseph do is go into a deep squat. So what he's going to do is actually hold the pole over his head with arms completely extended and work to drop the hips below the knees, making sure that the knees are over the toes. So whenever you're ready. For this next assessment, I'm going to have Joseph complete the hurdle step. So what he's going to do is actually hold the pole over his shoulders like he's squatting with the pole. Then all he's going to do is stand with his feet starting off shoulder width apart. He's going to keep balance on one leg, and with the other leg, he's going to step over the hurdle, put his heel down, and bring that leg back over. Same thing for the other side. We're going to step one leg over, bring the heel down, bring that same foot back. So whenever you're ready. For the next assessment, I'm going to have Joseph complete the inline lunge. So basically what he's going to do is stand on the board, one foot in front of the other, making sure that they are in a line, holding the dowel behind his back with one hand behind his head and the other hand behind his lower back. So go ahead and step onto the board. We're going to do each leg, so it doesn't matter which leg he starts out with. So as he's holding the dowel behind his back, the goal is to make sure that there is no movement in the torso and that we bring both knees down to a 90-degree angle. So go ahead whenever you're ready. And now we switch legs. Next assessment is going to be the shoulder mobility test. So basically all I'm going to have Joseph do is go ahead and turn around. I'm going to take my yardstick and I'm going to actually have you clench into two fists and bring one arm behind your head and the other one back around the bottom of your back. Try to reach both of them together. And I'm going to take that measurement. So that's at about 12 inches. Now switch arms. And that's at about 11 inches. The next test Joseph is going to do is the shoulder clearing test. So all he's going to do is go ahead and take one arm, reach over to the opposite shoulder and attempt to raise the elbow and do the same thing for both arms. Whenever you're ready. For this next assessment, I'm going to have Joseph complete an active straight leg raise. So as you can tell, the board is already behind his knees. He's going to be laying on his back. And all he's going to do is actively raise one of his legs. Since I'm already on the left side of his body, we're going to work with his left leg first. I'm going to take my yardstick and measure about how high his ankle actually falls according to the opposite leg. So I want to see if it actually falls below the patella, above the patella, or closer to the mid-thigh. Whenever you're ready. And back down. Now we're going to go ahead and try for the other side. Okay, go right ahead. So it seems to be that he has a little bit more mobility with the right leg, since the right leg actually came way higher above the patella, and for the left leg, he came a lot closer to the patella. The next thing I'm going to go ahead and assess is going to be trunk stability. So as you can tell, Joseph is already laying on his frontal side with his forehead down onto the mat. So I'm going to go ahead and start with his thumbs lined up with the sides of his forehead and see if he's able to keep his spine aligned and come up all together. So whenever you're ready. Let's try that one more time. The next test Joseph is going to complete is going to be the trunk clearing test. So all he's going to do is place the hands on his hands about shoulder width apart and bring up his torso as far back as he possibly can. Whenever you're ready. The next test is going to consist of the rotary test. So what I'm going to have Joseph do is try to bring up his right arm and his right leg outwards, bring it in together, touching elbow with knee, bring it out once again, and then set it down. So go ahead and give it a try. Okay, since he is losing all of his balance, we're going to go ahead and alter the test. So what I'm going to have him do instead is use his right arm and left leg, bring both of them out together, reach back in, touching opposite elbow with opposite knee, reach back out once again, and then drop back down to the mat. So whenever you're ready. Next, we're going to test the left arm and the right knee. So the same as the other arm and the other leg, all he's going to do is reach out with his left arm and his right leg, touch the elbow to the knee once, reach back out again, and then drop down to the mat. Whenever you're ready. For the final test, I'm going to go ahead and have Joseph complete the spinal flexion clearing test. So all he's going to do is drop down his buttocks back onto his heels, make sure that the torso falls on top of the thighs, and reach out his arms as far as possible. Whenever you're ready.